going from conservation to contaminated land. We have a team working on contaminated land. Our next team brings together individuals from Manatu Mo Te Taio, the Ministry for the Environment. This project is making contaminated land data consistent and robust to enable effective land use decisions. Please join me in welcoming Bruce from the Contaminated Land Project.
A difficult area for councils historically has been the management of contaminated land, especially making decisions on contaminated land to protect human health and the environment. Current information on contaminated land use either does not exist or is of varying quality and coverage. This project team has been working hard to investigate how the collection, management and dissemination of contaminated land information can be improved using digital technologies. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this project team's work will help the reform's objectives of improving the environment for future generations.
Ti toto o ti tangata hi kai. Ti oranga o ti tangata hi whenua. Whilst our food provides the blood in our veins, our health is drawn from the land. Kia ora tātou. I'm Bruce Croucher, Principal Analyst, Contaminated Land Team at the Ministry for the Environment. Richmond, 1940. A commercial orchard, which at the time was lightly sprayed with the now banned lead arsenate, which may still be in the soil today. So what's there now? A school. Auckland, 1940s. Market Gardens, where the use of persistent pesticides and fertilisers may have left the soil contaminated. So what's there now? Residential housing. Around New Zealand, there will be hundreds of sites like this. Not in my backyard, you may think. Not till you decide to look. Benjamin, a team member, recently discovered that he had 4 times the safe level of lead in the soil in his Newtown flat. There's no easy way to put this. Decades of poor regulations and compliance monitoring have left parts of our once pristine land contaminated. You're probably thinking, is my land contaminated? It's a fair question, and after today, you may wish to ask your council. You'll probably notice that I used the words probably and most likely when describing the previous examples. This is because many councils will not be able to tell you about the status of your land. The issues that we and our stakeholders identified were the non-specific mandate for councils gathering information, and that contaminated land information is poorly documented, if at all. And if it is documented, it's extremely hard to access. The first part of our solution is looking forward. Strengthening the existing mandate and supporting that with comprehensive guidance that includes standards for information management. But the thing about contaminated land is, it's a bit science and a bit history. Sampling and analysing soils to find what's there now, and looking back through 100 years of aerial photos and site details to find out what may have contaminated it in the past. For the second part of our solution, we're looking at how we can gather historical information more effectively. For example, Environment Canterbury have taken 16 years to identify 90% of their information. Councils want to address this issue, but they tell us that they are resource limited. We plan to support and assist councils to develop new tools to collect this information quickly and accurately. Currently, the analysis of aerial photos is done by a council officer. This takes hours or even days. Using an artificial intelligence tool to scan these photos is one option to speed this process up. To test this concept, we used a low-cost, off-the-shelf product to help Marlborough District Council identify 180 new historic orchard sites in just 100 seconds. Further developments of this tool could identify other hazardous activities and potentially save councils months or even years. 2 other councils are already looking to use this tool. With this basis of a strong mandate, improved guidelines and better information gathering, in the future, you may be able to see this information online. It may be available for ministries, for councils, and people like Benjamin. But what's the benefit? Good information saves money. With good information, we proactively remediated the Tui mine, saving $160 million in potential cleanup costs. On the flip side, we know the cost of poor information. The Fox River landfill cleanup cost exceeded $3 million, not to mention the reputational and environmental costs to New Zealand. So why is this work urgent? Government is currently reforming the resource management system. This provides a once-in-30-year opportunity to embed a specific mandate and cohesive guidance. The digital transformation of the resource management system provides the ideal opportunity for the development of new tools such as national and regional registers. Whilst this is very exciting, our ministry team is just 2.5 people. We require additional resources to collaborate with regional councils to develop robust, implementable guidelines and to help fund the development of new, innovative tools to identify and assess contaminated land. The ultimate goal is to protect the health of New Zealanders and to enhance the taiao for generations to come. For this, it is essential that contaminated land information is available to everyone. Kia ora.